Google Search Console tutorial. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you about Google Search Console. I'm going to be telling you how you can use it. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. Now since the Search Console is Google, we don't need to create any account. We just go ahead and click on the Start Now button and we'll be good to go. So over here, what would you use Google Search Console for? Well, it is to optimize your content with search analytics. So you've created a website and you want to know how many people are coming over to their website, what are its statistics, what are the impressions, what are the click-through rates, all of that. You're going to be able to see it with Google Search Console, and you're going to be able to optimize your search content as well. Over here, you can see you can get alerts on your issues. Down below, you can go ahead and start the course. They also review a training course on it as well, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and sign up. So to get started, we'll just click on the Start Now button over here, and it's going to open up over here. Now, here is where things get interesting. When you go ahead and sign up, you have to start with a selected property, all right? If you already finished, if you already have it, you can go ahead and continue. But if you don't, just input the URL of your website right here in this search box, and then click continue and verify. I believe I've already done it, but let me just check one more time. So as you can see, it already says that we have already verified the ownership and we can go to the property. So this is basically it. You just add it and click on the continue button, and this will pop up right here. Click on go to property and it'll take you over to the property. Now here is where things get interesting. Here you can see we have all different types of options right here. On the left hand side, we have overview, performance, URL inspection. We have the pages, sitemaps, removals, and all the good stuff, right? Here you can see some of the performance, total web clicks and web searches. You have your index over here, and you have your experiences and enhancement over here. Now, for this video, my website is just a Shopify store. It's not a real website. So keep that in mind. It's not live or anything. That's why there won't be any data. But for you, your website will have some data because, it's a real website. It's not a fake website. And I wish I could show you some of the other data, but currently I can't. But anyway, coming back over here, you can see on the left hand side, you have your options such as performance. This is your main option. This is where you will be spending most of your time, because here you will be able to see all the information that is necessary for your website. So here you can see you will have the total clicks. You will have total impressions, the average click-through rate, average CTR, and average positioning. So in total impressions, you could say impressions is where people search for a certain website. Your website appears in front of them, but they don't go ahead and click it. So for example, if I just come over here and I search for, let's say, any podcast websites, right? So let's say this is the website that I wanted to visit to, right? I had searched for this one, but all these websites also popped up. These are, for examples, these are going to be impressions because I see these websites, I hover my mouse over them, but I don't go ahead and click on them. These are called impressions. But if I wanted to go over here, click on this website, this will be the click-through rate or visits. So that's what impressions are. And the average CTR is going to be the total amount of impressions you get versus divided by the total amount of clicks you get. So that's going to be the average CTR. And average position is going to be the average position your website holds, whether it's at the top 5, top 3, whether it's at the position number 10, 15, 20, you get the idea. So over here, you will get everything. And if you click on all of them, the graph will show you all the positions. But currently there, of course, it's empty. So we won't get that. And then down below, you will see queries. Here will be the top search queries. So what are the top searches that people often use in order to get to your website, or whatever the top queries they search in, so that your website appears in front of them. So you could use them as keywords and implement them within your own website. Then you have pages, countries, devices, and search for appearance and dates as well. And in pages, you will be able to view the top pages for your website in the last 3 months or last 7 days. You can go ahead and filter them out. But here you will be able to see the top pages that people have clicked on them, have visited in whatever time period that you selected. Now, if for some reason some of your pages are not getting enough clicks, or maybe they're down but they have a lot of impressions, what you can do is you can optimize them by editing some of the meta fields that you have and meta field descriptions in your websites, and to also alter some of the keywords. And to add the keywords, you'll need to go back into queries. All right, so go into pages, select the page that you are having trouble with, that is lower on the click-through rate, and then go back to queries, and you will find all the top 10 keywords or top 5 keywords that people have been using in order to search for it. And then you can use or copy those keywords and put them into your website meta description and titles, and you should be good to go. And then we have countries, and here it will show you where you're getting the most traffic from, which country is mostly your traffic coming from. So you can also check that out as well. And then you have devices. Here you will see what type of devices people have been using in order to view your website or your content, either phone, laptop, computer, tablet, whatever it is, and you should be good to go. Whatever it is, you can go ahead and see it right here. And over here, you will have your search appearances. So a good example of, and then you have dates. So now let me just show you some good examples of a good page or someone who has optimized this page. So I'm over here onto this website, right? I search for this review called 10web, right? It's a pretty cool platform. I searched for its review, and this came out at the, well, not the top, but on the second, because at the top is this one right here, but that's their own website, so we're not going to include that. And then we have this option right here. This one was also pretty cool. So over here, as you can see, 10web.io, this is a pretty good example as well. So the reason why I chose and this one as well. So let me just show you some of the examples on these two pages, because they're actually pretty well optimized for SEO, and they pop up quite at the top when people are searched for. The number one reason is the heading. They have a pretty clear heading. They have the exact same keywords that you would use to find them. So review of 10web or 10web.io, or as you can see right here. And then over here, what do people think of 10web.io? Again, we have another mention of 10web within the heading, then the subheading, and probably down there as well. So let me click on the overview right here. As you can see, again, over here in the subheadings as well, what is 10web.io? Again, over here. So this is a good example of what I'm telling you, to incorporate all the necessary keywords within your website. Make sure to add them into the title, into the descriptions, into the subheadings, into possibly any place that you could possibly add. So again, over here. So this is one of the good examples that I was telling you about. So let me just show you how you can go ahead and optimize your websites and your pages as well, so that you can rank higher. So the easiest way is to install this SEO called Rank Math SEO, right? So I already have it installed and I've used it a little bit, and it is actually really, really good. It helps you go ahead and optimize your website, its pages, its metadata, meta fields, and everything. So if we come over here, right, this is the plugin right here. You can go ahead and install it through the plugin store. If you click on plugin, go to add new, and just simply search for SEO, and it'll pop up right here. So there are a couple of things you can do. You can even use Yoast SEO as well, which is, sometimes added default into your WordPress website, so you can go ahead and do that. But if that doesn't work, you can go ahead and use this one, Rank Math. Currently there's an update, so let me just go ahead and update it as well. And I'll also install Yoast SEO, just so why not, and I'll activate that as well. So once you have these plugins, right, what they'll do is they'll analyze your website. They'll go ahead and find all the errors, and you can go ahead and fix those errors as well. And then when you hopefully fix those errors, you go back to your Google Search Consoles to search for your website. Hopefully after a certain period, the click-through rate, the average CTR, would have improved, the positioning would have improved, and total clicks would have improved as well. So let's go back over here onto Yoast SEO. So this is my first time configuration, right? So let's go ahead and click over here. It's going to take me through all the necessary things. So right now, this is the dashboard right here. Over here, we can see this is how it looks like. We have to deactivate Rank Math because it's conflicting with it. But for now, let me just go over to my website and show you over here. So this is the website, right? So let me go ahead and click on edit with Elementor right here, and I'll show you some cool elements that I have actually did over here in order to, that I have did over here to actually improve the overall website. So if I click on, got it. Okay, there you go. So here you can see, once you've installed Roast SEO, you will have a new option called SEO. You click on it, you will see it's giving me an 81 score. That's because I've already done some of these things. So it's giving me an 81 score, which is pretty cool. Right here, you can see these were the basic SEO options that I needed to do. I needed to add the keyword within the title. I needed to add a focus keyword used inside the SEO meta description. Focus keywords are basically your main keywords. Let's say if this website is revolving around a garden, then my main focus keyword would be garden right there, right? So let's say basically your main title of your website should be your main focus keywords. It should be added as a focus keyword within the meta description. So right here, as you can see, I added House of Burgers right here. So over here I had to add that, so it's over there. I accidentally clicked over there, so it's over there in the description as well. And you will also see that I've added the focus keywords appear in the first 10% of the content. So right here, beginning of the description, beginning of the content, it should have your main keyword, which is your website title or what it is that people are going to be searching for. So for in this case, and for these guys, it was 10 web. This is what I was telling you. They focused it on this one. They put it in the description. They put it in the title. They put it in the page as well, even in the URL. So these were some of the cool things that they did. Same with these guys. They put it in the title, the subheading, the description, even over here in the third subheading, and even in the URL as well. So you have to do all of these things in order to get a good score. So as you can see, my focus keyword was Burger House, right? And this was the focus key. As you can see, best burgers near me. It should be a little bit different, but it should be good enough that you can go ahead and people can go ahead and search for. So for example, you can find a good keyword like that through SEMrush. SEMrush is a good keyword research tool. Over here, you search for the keyword and it'll pop up. So for example, I searched for, Burger House. And over here, it gave me all the keywords, right? Burger House, as you can see, it's a pretty good keyword. It has a lot of volume, a lot of searches, but the KD, it is actually pretty well structured. It is actually a little bit difficult because, even though it says it is possible, but it's not definite. This one over here is possible because it's easy, right? It has low, keyword difficulty, a good enough search volume. And over here, you can see it is for commercial users as well. So if I click on questions right here, the main keyword that I found was best burgers near me. So this was a keyword that I found was really, really helpful. If I click on all, let me just show you. So here you can see best burgers near me. It had tons and tons of volume, right? Tons in searches, but only a 29% KD, which is the keyword difficulty. So that's why I use this one as a focus keyword over here onto my website so that, people can track it. Even though this was a transactional, users want to complete an action, so they want to find out some of the best burgers and then they go to that, but it still works. So that's why I added that as my focus keyword. You can do that the exact same way as well, or make it better. Focus keywords are going to be important because as they are the main content that people are going to be searching for in order to reach to your website. So you got to add focus keywords in the first 10% of the content. Focus keywords found in the content, within the content, so in the description, in the website, and you will also have to add it within an image, right? So for example, this image right here, let me just go ahead and find it. So right here, this image, right? So let's say we select this image, we click on this edit button. In the edit button, you will have to add an alternative text. So keep that in mind. Of course, this was just an example. That's why I added it over here, but you have to add your main focus keyword within the images as well as an alternative keyword. But yeah, so next step, it tells us to go ahead and fix these errors as well, which you can see focus keyword found in the subheading. Done that. Focus keyword found in the image alt. This is what I just showed you. And keyword density is 0.27, which is low. The focus keyword and combination appears one time. So you have to make sure that you add multiple different keywords within your website's content in order for it to, have a better ranking. But 80 is a good ranking, but it's still not perfect. You need to go ahead and use all of the resources that you have in order to make it possible. And once you've done that, you should be good to go. Then you can come back over here onto your Google Search Console. And after a certain period, you can go ahead and compare the data that you've collected before and after making those adjustments. So moving on, this is why this part was more important with the performance part, because this basically shows you everything that you needed to do in your website. Moving on, we have URL inspection. So over here, you can inspect any URL. So paste in your URL. So in this case, it was my Shopify store, right? I should make a website just in case, because, sometimes it is important. So this is the URL. It is going to retrieve the data from Google Index and give us what it is. So over here, Google says the URL is on Google, which is good. It can appear in Google searches results if not subject to a manual action or removal, right? It's a good enough index. Right here, you can see sitemaps, referring page, everything looks good. Although it's not a best URL, it's just like a sub URL, but it's just saying that it is a valid URL and people can use it or, search for it online. It's an HTTPS, which is good. Product snippet over here. One invalid detected. So over here, it's telling us that there are 3 critical issues. So you can see this is the one of the products that I have added onto my website, it's telling me that some of the missing fields are aggregated rating, which is optional, and review. So it's missing over here in the description. So we need to go ahead and fill those out. But once that's done, we should be good to go. But yeah, this is a pretty good tool to inspect URLs. Then we have pages. Here you can see all the pages, all the indexes, and all the people that have viewed your pages. You have sitemaps over here. You can go ahead and enter your sitemap URL, and it will show you all the data that is available for it. But for me, there is none since I haven't created them. But yeah, then you have page experience. This is pretty cool. Over here, core web vitals. Over here, you will see that it says URLs from the core web vital reports, which shows how your page performs based on real world usage. So this, of course, is a pretty important aspect of your website, but currently there's no data, which is pretty weird, but I'm rolling with it. And then you have core web vitals over here. These are also important. Again, it'll show you the mobile data, the desktop data as well. Then you have shopping tab lists, site link searches, link settings as well. Now, over here, you can see this is one of the search properties. This is one of the properties that you can add into your website. If you wanted to add another website, or if you wanted to add another property, right? Let's say I go ahead and add this website right here, which is my website. We'll go ahead and view it. Let me open it up over here, visit the website, and copy it over here, and I'll paste it over here. Actually, I should have done this beforehand so that I could show you how you can add properties as well. So to verify the property, you need to go ahead and add the HTML file, right? Or what you can do is you can add the HTML tag. So all you got to do is just copy the meta tag below, right? Paste it within the site's homepage. It should go into head section before the first body section right here. So you can go ahead and copy it and you should be good to go. If you still don't know, you can go ahead and click on this full detail to view it. So HTML file, all right, we have to upload it to this website to stay verified, all right? So let's go ahead and download it and open it up in another tab just so we know what we're doing. So once it's downloaded, we have to go ahead and upload the file. Now you can do this either by going over to the cPanel or using some other FTTPS application. But I found that if you just go into your dashboard, go into plugins and add a new plugin, right, known as FileStir, which is this one right here. Just search for FileStir and install it. Go and install and activate it. It says it's uploaded. Now we are good to go. So this is the plugin right here called FileStir, File Manager Pro. And over here, you can find it on the left-hand side. Click on File Manager and give it a couple of seconds. And here you can go ahead and upload your files. So we've already downloaded it. So now all we got to do is upload it. Over here, you can see this tiny little option called upload. Click on it. Click on select files and upload your files. And you will find it over here. This is the file right here. So click on it, wait for it to be uploaded. And now we'll move on to the next step. And basically that's done. Now, all that's left for us to do is to go back over here and click on verify to verify it. And hopefully it'll work. It says it's not directed. Let's do that again. All right, so for some reason, it's not working even though I've did it. I've installed it into the root file. So now I think we should move on to the next one. If this doesn't work, it usually works, but if this doesn't work, next step is to add the HTML tag. So to do that, all you got to do is add this section over here, paste it into the home page. It should go between the head section right here. So just copy the code, right? And you need to install this plugin called Header Footer Code Manager. This will allow you to add code managers within the header, the footer, and the home page. So just install it, activate it, and when it's done, all you got to do is click on Header Footer Code Manager. And here, since there's no snippet, we need to add a new snippet, and it's gonna be site-wide HTML, and we can change it to home page. So we'll do that, and then we'll select the header, of course, header over here, and then over here paste the code, and hopefully this should be it. After that, just simply click on the save button. It usually works. The first method works and this one also, but I think I'm having a bad day today. And over here, as you can see, it's turned on right now. This is the footer. So let's go ahead and see if it works or not. It should work now, and it does. As you can see right here, it says HTML tag verified, and now we can go over to the property for this website, and that is how you do it. That is how you can add a property as well. I should have shown you this beforehand, but I forgot about it. But anyway, it's a full circle now. So this is it. This is how you use Google Search Consoles, and those were all the things that you needed to know on how to use Google Search Console and how you can optimize your website. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications. And I will catch you guys in the next video. And until then, take care and goodbye.